What is up, you guys, and welcome back for another video vlog. So if you guys haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so. So today I'm here at Jurassic World, as you guys can see. If you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like this as well if you enjoy it. So let me show you guys a better view of the opposite arch, and you can see all the people are standing in line waiting to get on the boats. So right behind here, the cafe, you can see the dino play area for the kids, and they can go ahead and hang around in there. Alright, you guys, so if you guys ever need some extra seating or more room to eat, you can always come up here and eat upstairs on the second floor. So the only place that I missed out is the Isla New Bar. I actually wanted to try the drinks, but that will be for next time. So we're going to go inside the Jurassic Cafe and see what they have to offer. So here's some of the food items you can choose. So I got the delicious empanadas, the fruit salad. My husband got a burger. Which one is that?
I forgot the name.
Dino something?
No.
You, Brian? You like it? So after having a delicious meal, I do recommend you guys trying out the chorizo and potato empanadas with the dipping sauce. It was so good. So we're not going to be riding here. The Transformer 3D the ride, and the wait time is approximately 15 minutes, which is not bad. And then after this, we're going to go ahead and take the studio tour and see what's behind the lot. ¿Puedes lavar la mano también?
And finally,
No,
this little fellow is Molly. Welcome to Nest Recruit. Carry on.
Yes, sir. Sí.
Mismatched against our Decepticon enemy. The decons, on the other hand, are evil, mean, combat machines. Now then, this is Decepticon Defensive Tactical Training. I am Weapons Combat Specialist.
Did I tell you, General? The ambush was just a diversion!
Security things, bring them up. He's ramming, she's already in.
That's trouble, all right. Let's get out of this city. Good work. Autobots, roll now. I got Megatron. Die, Decepticons. Destroy them. We're hit. Hold on. Brace yourself. Everybody okay? We've got to find a way down. Optimus!
Cowards run, heroes fight. Your war.
This is also where they filmed classic episodes of Murder, She Wrote, starring Angela Lansbury, and more recently, episodes of the television event series Dirty John, starring Connie Britton and Eric Bana, which has just been renewed for a second season. And then Back to the Future Part 2, directed by Robert Zemeckis, Jurassic Park, directed the new episodes of Good Girls, as well as The Good Place, starring Ted Danson and Kristen Bell. And Ted Danson isn't the only famous Ted, and of course Get Out, written and directed by Jordan Peele. This year, Universal is helping Peele distribute his new movie Us, which stars Lupita Nyong'o. And also, ladies and gentlemen, on the left, stages that were incredibly close to the backlot with our exterior set piece, so they could easily jump between interior scenes and exterior scenes. And we're actually jumping into the backlot ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Up ahead are our large-scale exterior set pieces. Now, the second street to the right-hand side is named Brownstone Street. Its main feature is a large brown apartment building with 5 sets of white stairs out the front. You may recognize it from these examples on your screens. It's also the apartment building that was utilized in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Kevin McAllister, portrayed by Macaulay Culkin, was up the top there throwing bricks down to the burglars Harry and Marv below to stop them from getting inside. It's also where Jennifer Aniston and Jim Carrey's characters lived in the comedy film Bruce Almighty.
Raise the dog!
I'm in the shower.
And once we pass by Brownstone Street, we will be entering Courthouse Square, one of my favorite areas of the backlot. And if, like me, you're a fan of Back to the Future, you may know it as the town square of Hill Valley. In 1985, this is where Marty McFly and Jennifer, his girlfriend, were encouraged to donate to the preservation of the clock tower, which still stands here today. It's the City Hall building to the left-hand side. It's also being used in Back to the Future Part 2 as the 2015 Hill Valley, and of course in the first film was also the 1955 version of Hill Valley. Here to tell us more about these set pieces is the writer and producer of Back to the Future, Bob Gale, alongside Dr. Emmett Brown himself, Christopher Lloyd.
It was actually the back lot of Courthouse.
Is downtown Baltimore, and it was also one of the main locations when Ghost Whisperer, the TV show, was still in production. But we're now turning into our main New York City street, most often seen as New York City in shows like Will and Grace and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. This street is also the city street on the background of the obstacle course on NBC's American Ninja Warrior. It's also been seen in feature films like Captain America, The First Avenger, The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, and Sam Raimi's original Spider-Man trilogy. Here to tell us a little bit more about it is a New York City native and our co-host today. Welcome back, Jimmy Fallon.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York! I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. What's got loved over there? An old woman. Tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. I'm walking here! Hey, it's cool guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
But this
We back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island. The Universal Tram is winding its way through a very rough, narrow trail in Skull Island, allowing the visitors a little sneak peek at some of the wildlife from Skull Island. In a sense, this is like a mini sequel, a mini continuation. We are just taking the Kong and Skull Island and the dinosaurs that we established in our feature film And this is, you know, another day, another incident on Skull Island, using the creatures and the character and personality.
Ladies and gentlemen, King Kong 360 3D.
Yeah. ¿Y yo? Casi me da ganas de parar y nomás grabar.
Now, if you're a fan of Jurassic World, you would have recognized our newest picture car on display today, the Gyrosphere. But you may have also noticed it seems to be missing a little bit of glass on the exterior. And that's because all of the glass of tape was used by John Hammond in the first film, and then in the Jurassic World movie, it was used by the two brothers to escape from the Indominus Rex. And up ahead are even more set pieces, props, and vehicles used on screen in the first 3 Jurassic Park movies.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
The boat to the right is from Jurassic Park 3, used by Alan Grant to escape a Spinosaurus down a river. And then to the left-hand side is the mobile lab from the Lost World Jurassic Park. Julianne Moore, Jeff Goldblum, and Vince Vaughn's characters were trapped inside, being attacked by Tyrannosaurus Rexes. And judging by these empty cages, we may have a dinosaur encounter of our own. And now that we've seen a few of the set pieces and props in real life, let's take a second look at one, but this time on our screens. It isn't really there in real life. It makes it a little bit difficult to make the actors and set pieces look slowly more and more wet as the scene continues. And today on the tour, we are actually going to show you some of our rain effects in action once we make it down to the bottom of this hill. On the left-hand side, you will see a group of set pieces that are named Old Mexico. And basically, we're going to show you how we make it rain in in the movies. And here to give us a weather update of our very own on our screens is the Today Show's meteorologist, Al Roker.
Hi everybody, here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry at 6 Points, Texas. Cool and cloudy in Little Europe. Expect snow and sleet on New York Street. And we've got a high chance of fog and precipitation for Skull Island, Amity Island, and Isla Nublar. That's your forecast for today. Now here's a look at what's going on in your neck of the line.
Okay, look, the Old Mexico. We've got some rain and Al Roker's given us a flash flood warning, ladies and gentlemen. So while we're in Old Mexico, for your safety, please be sure to remain seated. And on the left-hand side, you might want to keep an extra eye out. Now, all of this rain that is being created today is from a hidden sprinkler system throughout the tops of the buildings that is also weaved through the tops of the trees. And all of the water and sprinkler systems are aimed upwards. That way they will fall to the ground naturally. And, it looks like we might be in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out. Now, you may recognize that flash flood for Lady Gaga's music video Judas, or even this scene on our screens from the 2002 family film Big Fat Liar, starring Frankie Muniz, Amanda Bynes, and Paul Giamatti.
You can't outrun the wolf, kid!
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Hang on, funny
These set pieces have also been seen in films like Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and Three Amigos, starring Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Chevy Chase. Also with TV shows like HBO's Westworld and Criminal Minds Beyond Borders. And speaking of going beyond borders, we are now crossing one of our own from Old Mexico into 6 Points, Texas. These are our western sets. It's named 6 Points because traditionally there have always been 6 separate western-themed streets here, and some of the biggest cowboys in television and film have moseyed up and down this road. Most recently, it was used by Quentin Tarantino for his 9th feature film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Margot Robbie. But here on our screens, to tell us a little bit more about the history of this street, is one of my favorite cowboys, and I'm pretty confident you'll recognize him as well. Spielberg, and was even transformed into an old-fashioned Australia for the Disney film Saving Mr. Banks, starring Emma Thompson, Tom Hanks, and Colin Farrell. It also marks the approximate halfway point of the tour today, ladies and gentlemen. To look like a San Francisco subway station. We've used it a few times in feature films and television episodes, including this.
That's him.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, not to worry, just a slight tremor. We experience them from time to time here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated. Keep a hold of your personal belongings. This could be the big one. Uh-oh. To the left-hand side of cars 2 and 3, the floor is coming down. Watch out for that truck. Okay, I think it's over, but you know what? At least we didn't get wet. Oh, spoke too soon. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, you have survived the earthquake, the big one, entering the massive 8.3 of the Liquid scale. And that isn't just a back ride, we capture the studio tour, we also utilize those effects in film and television. You may know the earthquake simulation from Beverly. And as an extra security precaution, we have a police diver in the water today, but, uh-oh. I think he might be in a little bit of trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we should be safe and sound up here out of the water on the tram, but I don't think I can say the same for him. He's in a bit of trouble, but he does have a lot of guts to be out there. And, yep, there they are. Okay, we're going to move a little bit forward, where it's more safe behind this pier, covered in red barrels, mines. Flammable gasoline. But not to worry, there is also a yellow barrel in the water filled with shark bait. The shark's dragging away and taking half the pier with it, but is that gas pump come loose? Well, I think we're going to need a bigger tram. Now, my old Australian friend, the great white shark. That, of course, was a recreation.
Dr. Seuss to life. Some of the most talented artists in Hollywood worked for months to create a living, breathing Whoville. When it was all done, they had built an entire city. And the fantasy world of Dr. Seuss became a reality.
Now, the here at Universal, but in all of Hollywood, for their use in Alfred Hitchcock's classic thriller, Psycho. Hired aircraft that was broken into several pieces specifically for the movie. Here to tell us a little bit more about it is the film's production designer, Rick Carter, alongside the film's director, once again, Steven Spielberg.
The airplane crash site is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had. Come first together and sit down and talk about your already work.
No me acuerdo cómo se llama.
Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Down closed. Robbie, get in. Get in.
With actors inside as passengers and then digitally inserting the New York City skyline as the background. So everything in this scene, except for the aircraft, the passengers, and a small amount of water. And you may have also noticed that at the front of Falls Lake we have a cabin that's been used in many TV shows, but was probably most famously used in the John Candy comedy film The Great Outdoors. Take a look.
More serious than I thought.
Oh.
What just happened?
Looks like we're losing reception. Hello?
Who are you?
I'll tell you who I am, boy. I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation. My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service. And as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
The hell you are?
Let me clue you in on two things, sweet cheeks. One, there's a high-value witness from the Federal Protection Program aboard your vehicle. And two, an international crime syndicate led by Owen Shaw is honing in on this vehicle to take that witness out. Shaw's as ruthless as they come. He'll stop at nothing to eliminate his target. Every living soul on this...
It just got here. All right, I got it. Well, listen, hello, beautiful people, particularly you right there missing the third row. How you doing? You good? My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you sharp for a while. So we brought you in our secret spot. We have a few friends over. It's a little messy, but it's all good. The more the merrier. Especially you right there in that third row, like I was saying. So look, see over there? It's Hobbs' urban assault vehicle. Best truck the U.S. government can buy. But that work of art back over there was made by my man Tej. Think of it as like a Mona Lisa on wheels.
So did you break it down to them?
What's that?
You had one job to do, Roman. None. All right, look, guys. We're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
So like I was saying, the third row, right?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move. Ma'am, that's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. I got you. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody.
I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours.
Escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss. You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family protects you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of something.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate.
Sure traced us. Cops can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Try to move that vehicle.
It's about to get real interesting.
My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you heard the team. Owen Shaw has managed to track down this tram. So, it's time for us to go undercover. Go ahead and put on those 3D glasses. And for your safety, remain seated with your arms and legs inside the vehicle. And keep a hold of your personal belongings so nothing falls off the side of the tram. I have a feeling things are about to get fast and furious. So once again, 3D glasses on. And best of luck, everybody.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Come to the left. This thing ain't moving fast enough. Roman, Letty, hook him up.
Hit it!
Now we're moving.
You get to the witness terminal and we call it a day! The witness is mine, Letty!
How about you eat asphalt?
Don't think you're getting away! Go to the...
Way to go, Letty. Missile shot. Not gonna happen.